Good morning, pregame crew. Happy Canada Day to our Canadian friends. Hope you enjoy your day off. And if you're not having a day off and you're still trading today, I'm glad you joined us. Let's get ready for the day. Let's get ready for the new month, the new quarter, the new 6 months, last half of the year, however you want to say it, but it's a new beginning. And I love new beginnings. Hey, Dawn, Davy Baby. Davy Baby, I haven't seen you, I don't think, a few mornings. Hey, Naresh, Roger, P. Court and D-Man, thank you so much for being here every morning and helping us. I appreciate it. And Veronica, hi, Veronica. Hey, Tammy. Amazon was so disappointing yesterday. I just shorted oil. I'm watching it. I'm shorting oil for a blow off top. This was OPEC meeting news related. When we have these big charges up and we get really overheated on RSI, I like just shorting it real quick. Just a really quick, I'll just show you the, let's see, is it okay? Oh, I need to cancel my stop. I'll show you my screen. So I just shorted QM, which is the micro or the mini contract for oil. I just made a quick $87. I still have my stop there on Active Trader, which I will cancel right now. But just a real quick flip just to get the juices flowing. So just so you see how I do it, actually, I'll show you where my stop was. So here's my stop. My stop was right here at 76.05, just above. With oil, it'll just stop you out real quick. It'll just peek its head over and then drop down. So I gave myself a little bit of wiggle room just to get the juices flowing this morning, you know? Do y'all do that in the morning? Like just get things going. I did it with NASDAQ, where NASDAQ dipped below 15,000. I have to give credit where credit's due. You know I always try hard to do that. ATAN. Chart guy ATAN, if you're a TCG member, you know him. He has the little Monopoly Man icon as his picture. He taught me with futures when we dip below these psychological levels, in this case 14,500, especially when you were just charging up from a bullish perspective, that's typically a great time to just buy the dip and tip for a flip, because you're going counter trend. Buy the dip for a flip. But when it penetrates these psychological levels, look here, look at this psychological level, 14,600. That's typically a good place to go short here. It's just really fascinating how things work. So just really cool little tips. So psychological levels on futures. So this is the sector futures, ES, NASDAQ, YM, RTY. It's so much fun to just do those psychological flips, either short or long. I'm assuming you can hear me okay. Yes, new beginnings. Hey, Planet Powered Zulu. Before you catch a wave, Robert. Yep, you are a waterman. I think you live near water. You're at the beach a lot. And I'm jealous. This is my jealous sound. So I will be giving away a discount code. I asked for a discount code a long time ago from Jason for about 5 people to use. I told him max it out at 5, and it would be my backup discount code if I wanted to give it out for anyone in the pregame crew. So he's away. He's on vacation. He doesn't know what I'm doing. The boss is away, and they will play. Look at this. Look at oil still coming back. I would say that this is akin to Dan's oversold flip, when his oversold bounces are amazing in the way he trades them, but they can be dangerous if you don't have experience. Same things with these bull charges up high. We're approaching psychological $76 and you just flip it. You short it for a quick bounce, a quick pullback for a little blow off top action on news. Those can be very dangerous. You can get stopped out very quickly if you use stop losses, which you should. If not, it can wreck you. So this isn't, I would say, a beginner's type trade. Audio good. Awesome. Hey, Bobby and Roger and Don and Lou. It's pretty cool seeing the same faces every morning. I'm a creature of habit, and I enjoy seeing y'all and getting to know y'all. Okay, Tammy likes Amazon and shop. You know, and I think Bobby's in Boston, and I think Naresh likes shop. Just going through the names. And Roger, you're always so nice. So, we'll get started. Oh, it's time to get started. Okay, let's look at ES. So with ES, let's zoom out. If you're interested in my chart setup, yellow and purple lines are the 50 and 200 simple moving average. Green and red is 8 and 21 EMA. The yellow candles are the JC inside bars. The RSI that I use is the CM Ultimate RSI Multi-Time Frame by Chris Moody. And then I use TTM Squeeze, Thinkorswim Default. Those are the only indicators I use, and sometimes I just hide those. I will just hit escape, double click on my chart, and I'd say, okay, I can go over here and hide everything. Sometimes I just want pure price action. I want to get focused. And like I shared the other day, one of my trade keepers is Heikin-Ashi candles, which I will use sometimes when I'm day trading to keep me in trade. So if you were shorting ES here, this would have kept you in that short all the way down here if you would have just followed the Heikin-Ashi candles, which I love to follow on shorter term time frames as my trade keeper to keep me in a trade. Look, it never closed over the 8 EMA on the 5 minute. And the minute it closes over, that's your time to cover. So I really enjoy the Heikin-Ashi candles once I'm in a trade. But when I'm not in a trade, I want to see the regular candles, the support, the resistance, and y'all know my favorite, pivots. So with ES, we really had a bullish pattern going last night. It was just beautiful. Actually on NASDAQ, let me show you. Y'all know on NASDAQ, this is my favorite pattern. That trampoline move where we push into the 50 MA, and we still have a squeeze going on NASDAQ. Things could get really gnarly today. So we had this trampoline move. We peeked our head over that psychological level, and then we got bonked on the head. If you watched Dan's video yesterday, which is available to the public, and of course in the TCG room, he went over how many days in a row we've been up. Everybody's expecting consolidation, but if everybody's expecting it, it may not happen. So just trade the price action. Don't get overly hell-bent, sorry for the curse word, on shorting the market. Let's just trade price action. So your short-term resistance on ES is, we just made one here, a little pivot, 4297, 429825, and 430575. If you're part of TCG, you know our Lamont chart, guys. Lamont, he calls it looking left with Lamont, where you go past these current price action and you look to the left and you find prior price action that may come into play. So that's what the 4298.25 is. And the 4297, 4298.25, support 4286 and 428125. Yesterday I was looking at YM short, and they were just buying, they as in whomever they is, buying it straight up with market internals super weak. It was just time for rotation. They got to keep moving the money around to keep the market going up. Man, that oil short is still going down. That would have been a good one. So with rotation, they rotated it into the Dow yesterday. So let's look at the hourly and let's see who's the strongest. RTY is the strongest. Resistance 23247, 2328, and we have support. We just lost this. Right here. Support 2311 and then 2305. Resistance 232470 and then 232880. We at least stayed away from RTY short yesterday because we knew it was due for an oversold bounce. So RTY is still bouncing the hardest, then YM, then ES, and then NASDAQ. So NASDAQ has been taking the biggest breather overnight, which is not surprising considering how hard and fast we ran. So remember, I always like to point out to y'all, and remember, I am here to help y'all, but it also helps me prepare for the trading day, is I like to just make a mental note. Where did we run? Where do we absolutely run with no breaks, no breathers? If we enter that area again, we wiped out the order books, we could just float straight down. And that's why we pull back so hard. We've just been these stretches where we run really hard. Oh, here's a good one. Oh, here's an even better one. If we were to come back into this area, price could come down quick. Stairs up, elevator down. This was really elevator up, and what is this, rocket ship down over here? But when we wipe out the order book like this in these spans of price range, I like to make a mental note. So we enter that range again, we're not going to find these high volume nodes where a lot of volume went off because we just went straight through it. So we didn't have areas where price paused. So on NASDAQ, I think I gave you these levels. Let's do it again. 14555, 14606 is your resistance support, 14498, and 14470. On the hourly, the NASDAQ bulls have got themselves in a situation now. Now odds favor a lower high on any bounce. Will they stop at this confluence of the 8 and 21 EMA on the hourly and the 50 EMA, or will they bounce higher toward that high? We will see. But because of the size of this pullback, let's see what it is. Not even a percent. It's still quite significant, 108 points. So I would expect for price to top out. The question is, will it top out by these EMAs, or will it go closer to 14606? I'm Chart Gal Lori, and I always wait a little bit to introduce myself. I'm part of the Chart Guys community. We teach technical analysis. We have a community where we have news. We have community things where we share things, commodities. We have OPEC meeting today, and we're constantly sharing what we see. Crypto alts, marijuana, and these are just my favorites. But we have lots of stuff going on in our community. We also have a swing report service where we give our picks for the upcoming week and months for you to possibly pick from to trade. We have Trader Pro alerts, and we have courses. So we do the pregame show, admittedly, just to get our name out there, to help you get ready for the day. And if you like TCG and join the community as part of it, that's the bonus plan. What I do 5 days a week is I go over the Fab 4 futures, commodities, crypto, and movers and shakers of the day. The movers and shakers of the day are typically news-related names or very, very solid technical setups that we're watching. I typically give you my bullish or bearish lean, but as soon as I shut down my mic, more data enters the market, and I could be absolutely wrong. So remember that. What I'm doing is try to predict probabilities of this Taylor Swift blank space. I like to call this the blank space over here. We use the left side of the chart to predict the right side. So, and what are the most probabilistic situations? Roku is a perfect example of being completely wrong. Once I shut down my mic, they had this Apple TV remote news. We were watching this inside bar yesterday. So we had this inside bar. So we had Monday's action. Tuesday, we stayed within that range. Wednesday, I was top fishing the top of this range. Well, we had Apple remote news came out yesterday, and we had this little EQ, and I was watching this squeeze. I'm like, man, we've got some pressure building in Roku. Apple news came out, stopped out of my puts. I was top fishing this high here, which was the high of I'm getting my days mixed up. So this would have been Tuesday, right? So this was Tuesday. This was Wednesday. I was top fishing this high, and I was looking at this lower high. Got stopped out of puts and immediately went to calls. So I had a great day because I'm agile. I'm mentally agile. I'm ready to accept whatever the market gives me. And if I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong, and then I switch gears. So remember, this data is just as good as when I turn the mic off, the conditions and the variables change every time we get another candle of data. So we went through the markets. I should overall give my view of the market. Here again, RTY pulled back so far that we're looking for a lower high odds favorite. YM on the 15-minute, same thing. Lower high on the 15-minute and hourly and NASDAQ and ES. So right now, the market has set itself up with this huge push overnight, big pullback relative to the prior days. And now we're looking to see if those lower highs stick, and is this our incoming consolidation? So today, I would be looking neutral to bearish. Gold, I just posted this in the room over here, that we had this head and shoulders, which y'all know is my least favorite pattern as far as reliability, and we spiked bullish out of it. We have some bear volume coming in and a TTM squeeze. Let's see what's going on with gold. Wow. We got some megaphone action, broadening formation, where we have some lower lows with very little follow through, higher highs, very little follow throughs. What does that mean? That means it could just tear you up. It just keeps the volatility. Oh, this is a good one. And you can just see as we get these bars. Okay, that's messy, but you get my point, is that we just have some volatile action. Higher highs, no follow through, lower lows, no follow through. Higher highs, no follow through, lower lows, no follow through. So careful with gold. We need the bulls to show their face before you jump into this bullish. And what do I like to say? This is like the junior high dance, okay? And everybody is hugging the punch bowl. Everybody's at the punch bowl, okay? Even right here. So the bears, they were on the dance floor and they were doing the jitterbug, dance, 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 and then nothing. And then we're still somewhat flat. So everybody's at the punch bowl. Who is going to join the dance floor? Is it going to be the bears or the bulls? It remains to be seen. So should you be getting chopped up in this? No. I learned from a friend, what is it, Kabaddi, where they have this line and you fight to get over the line. And that's what's happening with gold. We just have these lines in the sand. So support 1750, resistance 1797. Everything in between there is just noise, and they're playing Kabaddi. And if I said that wrong, please forgive me. CL. Oil. I just saw Joey post a resistance of 76.90. 76.90 is the key resistance on the oil futures continuous contract. That is the key resistance. OPEC meeting today. Unless you're an experienced commodities trader, this would be the last day on earth I would be trading oil if I were you. Resistance 75.87, $76, 76.90, support 75.09, and 74.91. I don't make nat gas one of my regular commodities that I cover every morning, but we do have inventory this morning. You still have your Roku puts? Oh no, Don. Don, we got to be wrong. We have to accept being wrong. Let's go to Apple. Apple, I posted in the room that I was shorting Apple yesterday on this pop up to 137.02 and I actually was profitable on half, and then I was break even on the other half. Right here, 137.07. This is a Mars level. So I was anticipating a pullback, and I got a little bit of a pullback when we came up and we tested this level. We came back, then I shorted it again at 137.19 because breaking over that level by a few pennies does not a bear break make. And I got some pennies out of that as well. And then we continued to go. So for the most part, I had taco gains on Apple, but I accept being wrong. When the bulls come in, they come in. But one level I do want to make a point of, looking left with Lamont, we're looking left with Lori, 137.98. This was a prior all-time high from September of last year for Apple. So we do have this level that doesn't automatically jump out at you if you're just looking at more recent price action. But 137.35, 137.41, and 137.98 are clear resistances. Oh, Don. Long Roku. Yes, you'd be surprised at what I know. Neil, like my husband says, I'm full of a bunch of useless information. I worked with a lot of doctors from all types, from all countries, all ethnicities, and I'm a sponge. I like learning new things. 136.47, 136.48 are your key supports with Apple. Going back to Bitcoin. And Lord forbid I go fast through this, huh? Okay, on the daily, we have this trend change. Higher low, higher high. We're looking for the higher low with Bitcoin. That's what we're looking for. But we're getting bonked on the head by our EMAs. This is not a good look. This would be you're going out with your friend and you'd be like, ugh, this is not a good look. You need to change. This is not a good look for the Bitcoin bulls. On the hourly, EMAs are guiding down. On the 4-hour, 50 MA, bonking it on the head. Potential bear flag. Caution, caution, Bitcoin bulls. You don't have a lot of friends with you on this trade. Let me do that again. Okay, so you have resistance at 35219, 36675, support 33,000, 32430. Momentum is to the downside. Y'all know I like the TTM squeeze. When we get Burger King color bars down here, the momentum histogram, here is when we're picking up momentum and we're going up on the roller coaster, and then we're sliding down on the roller coaster, and then we go below the zero histogram, and price is showing us this. This isn't some magic down here. Price is showing us that we're losing momentum, and that's what's happening with Bitcoin. So I would not be in a hurry to be a Bitcoin bull. We did approach hourly oversold, which is typically where we look for that daily higher low. But these bulls have got to show their face. So on the 15-minute, we got a trend change, but who's there? Who's there? There's like 3 or 4 nerds on the dance floor. That's it. So be careful. Your near-term resistance, 34474. Support, 33,000. Ethereum got a jolt of energy. It drank some Monster Energy drink yesterday. And for the daily, we're still inside yesterday's range. And those key levels are 2288 resistance, 2089, $2,089.16. That is key support for the inside bar to stay an inside bar. So we're testing that now. On the hourly, look at this. This could be, I am in no bullish crypto positions right now. Potential bear flag. So let's go over it. We haven't gone over bull flag, bear flag conditions. So we have to be below the hourly EMAs. Check. We have to have decreasing bull volume. Check. We have to be less than 33% of the pole. Check. So over 2165.64, the Ethereum bulls negate the hourly bear flag. So check. And then we want to see upper wicks. Come on, Lord. We want to see upper wicks of bears selling it. We do have a little bit of a lower wick. So let's go over it again. We need decreasing on a bear flag, decreasing bull volume on this little pop up. Check. We need to be below the hourly EMAs. Check. We need to be below 1/3 of the flag pole. Check. And we'd like to see upper wicks of, let me clear this all off now, upper wicks of bears selling into pops, which I would say we have evidence of. So as of right now, we have an hourly bear flag on Ethereum. Short-term resistance is 2146.20. And then after that, up at 2234. So whoever fussed yesterday about me rushing through crypto, there you go. And I'm almost out of time, and we haven't even gotten to the name. So Apple, I gave you this setup there. Don't lose track of 137.98. That is a prior all-time high. Don't lose track of it. Yesterday's high, 137.41. Regardless of these pullbacks and the depth and probabilities, the bulls are still in charge. And the one thing I'm looking at today, let me write it big, is volume. That's what I'm looking at on every chart I'm watching. Unless the bears show up with volume, bulls are going to go sideways to a shallow pullback on any pullback. Bears need volume. I have not seen the whites of their eyes yet. So we traded BBBY yesterday. We talked about, some of you got this pop and messaged me. Congratulations. We had 4 upgrades this morning based on the good earnings yesterday. So we're getting a little pop this morning. So your next resistance, 35.25, then up at 39.30. Support, 33.25, 33.01. Odds favor a lower high relative to 39.30. And we're opening within this range. Actually, that's not it. So let me do this the clean way. So yesterday's candle, 30.60 and 39.30, and we are right here in the middle of that. Okay, so even though we got upgrades, odds favor an inside bar today. So we'll see what the bulls can do with this. MU had earnings yesterday. It's not being warmly received, but it could provide some nice volatility today. You have resistance 83.88, 84.98, and then 85.90. Support 82.70, 82.41, and 81.80. Pro tip, if you're new to the show and you're like, God, she talks fast, pause it, take a screenshot for the levels. So 83.74, 83.88 are the near term resistances and near term supports. 82.70, 82.41. Neo bulls, man, what a bull move. So they had numbers this morning for their EV, and they had 112% year over year, something like that, and 100% plus quarter over quarter growth. So great numbers, just absolutely great numbers. They're blowing out my levels that I marked up a couple hours ago. So your immediate resistance, $55, and then 56.04. Support 54.55, 54.19, and 53.18. So 56.04, that action comes from over here from a 4-hour chart from February 12th, I believe. So if you need these levels for Neo, it's bullish until it isn't. So NEO and XBEV, they increased their delivery 700-fold. So you'll remember this chart from last week. I was concerned of this, again, my least reliable pattern, is we had the two components of a head and shoulders, and that didn't work out. They delivered, let's see, how can we see this a little better? Did I do it on the hourly? Yeah. XPEV delivered 6,565 vehicles in June, up more than 7-fold. Amazing. So right now, levels on XPEV, 46.55. Okay, come on. Go faster, go faster. I'm going to have to get you another level over this pre-market level because we are not in all-time high territory. So your next level will be 47.35. 47.35. XBEV and NEO, great bullish numbers, great bullish start to the day. NVDA had a target raise, and I've talked to y'all about target price when they increased the target price largely. I mean, from $750 to $1,000. That's huge. That's what, 30%? Approximately 30%. That's big. So our key resistances, 805.55, 806.50. I like this chart a lot. What's not to like? It's an all-time high territory. I mean, this is just beautiful. And this sideways action has just done nothing but build an Instapot squeeze here. So I love NVDA to the long side on a pullback to 794.55. I don't know if it'd get that far. That could be a buy the dip moment. And Dan's hourly oversold, looking for a daily higher low as it approaches the daily 12 EMA. Talk is on yesterday's video around a minute marker 5:30, 5 minutes and 30 seconds. He starts talking about it, and it's beautiful. Peloton. How do I know about Peloton? Because of our community. Is it because I'm just so wonderful at all my scans? No, I watch the community, and we have these smart people post smart setups. I pay attention. John's Charts is one of those guys. Multiple daily inside bars. So above 125.66, we have a daily inside bar bull break. Below 123.37, we have a daily inside bar bear break. And if you follow the strat, it has some really cool things. I've watched a couple videos where when you have an inside bar, I think this is called a 1. You have the 1, the 2s, and the 3s. Again, I am not the master at it. Sarah is. She's a member of TCG, and she has a channel just devoted to the strat, and she's also on Twitter. You could follow her. She's amazing. But when we break inside bar, you have targets. So the target on a Peloton bull break would be 127.98, and a bear target would be 121.40. That's about as much as I know. And if Sarah's listening, don't yell at me. But daily inside bars on Peloton, you can take a screenshot of that. Nice, tight setup. Roku, Apple remotes, beautiful setup, bull break, and now we're pulling back, but this has all the components of a bull flag. So please don't get uber bearish on Roku. 45760 is your support, then 45410. Sofi has had a daily inside bar. Okay, I'm running out of time. In 6 minutes, Denzi will be live in the TCG room, you TCGers. We have an inside bar, and we had lots of options activity. So I just like this look. This is a good look. So the resistances are, let me do multiple. 1947, 1980. Support pre-market, 1914, $19. TTM squeeze, lots of options activity. This could get some nice volatility to the upside or downside. I like SoFi in the tightening range. SoFi tightening range and Peloton tightening ranges, I would say those are my king of the mountain, and NVIDIA to the long side. Tesla, they are supposed to have numbers. I don't know when, though. If anybody knows when, please let us know. I need to redo this. I do it on higher time frames, and then I don't get a lot. It looks squirrely on lower time frames. So there's your resistances, 684.50, 692.81. Yesterday, Tesla started approaching that 697. Tesla looks ready to go. And I don't like saying that for the most part, but look at this tightening range. Inside bar, slight bull break, inside bar, slight bull break. When we break out of this range, if it's to the upside, I'm expecting some nice follow through, and same thing if it were to break to the downside. However, personally, I'm looking up. QQQ. I didn't mark the resistances. 35560, the high of yesterday, 35523, and then 35560. Support 35335, 35264, If you came here for the discount code, oh, Rob Golding's been killing it. I haven't even read the room, but okay, I think this is limited to 5 people. Here is your 25% off the first month code, pregame 25. That's the boss is away and Lori will play discount code, pregame 25. Okay, we have 4 minutes. I've got to go over at least one of your requests. Okay, thank you, Bobby. I appreciate that. 10th year wedding anniversary, Rob. Of course. Noon. Oh, happy anniversary, Rob. Congratulations. You know, in dog years, that's like being married. What is it? Is it like 70 years? I think that applies. Happy anniversary. Many more years. CCIV. Rob is a wonderful member of TCG and contributes a lot. He just happens to be on a different time schedule than all of us. Time zone. Okay. CCIV on the daily. This is a beautiful bullish engulfing candle. Bullish engulfing, either bearish or bullish, means it engulfs the prior candle's range. This is beautiful. Your key resistance on the daily is 32.97, but considering the size of yesterday's range, I would be watching the high and low of yesterday. That's pretty. That's really pretty. Looks like a bull flag. 28.30 would be your support on any pullback. Let me get one more before I have to wrap it up. You're welcome, Widow Puppy. Somebody asked me about a short, DSX. And then this will be the last one. Again, I appreciate y'all joining me. DSX on the daily. Marine shipping. Okay, we engulfed the prior day's range, but this is not what you want to see on an engulfing where you have these upper wicks of profit taking. I would say this is more indecision candle. So on the 4 hour, I would look to short 530. You got a double top right there. That makes it clear as mud. Did any of y'all take EXK yesterday? That had a beautiful bounce. So now we're looking for that 4 hour higher low. And then this could be a good swing for you if you took that trade. This was a bottom fish that we talked about yesterday. And that trade worked beautifully. Let's see. Y'all ask me for low price names. I try to find them in quality setups that I see. So yesterday, and we got almost a 7.5% bounce. All right, that's it for me. TCG, or see you in the room. I love you more, Tammy. Oh, Kelly, A, B, and B. I can't help myself. 2 minutes till Denzi. 2 minutes till Denzi. Oh, beautiful chart. Beautiful breakout yesterday. Over 154.80. We're entering an area where we came down fast and the order book was wiped out. This one could get really fun really quick. I love this chart. Bull flag continuation. Key support from pre-market is 153.20. That's it. I'm done. Love y'all.